Me too. Yeah. There we go. Hang on, let me mute everybody. And Heidi, you're going to have to unmute yourself again. But hello, welcome to Running for Destination X or Destination, whatever we're calling it now. I have no idea. Can y'all hear me? Am I frozen?
You keep freezing, but we can hear you. If you're talking, we can't hear you now. You're froze, definitely.
Okay.
Now you're moving. Now you're moving.
Now you're good. No.
Now you're froze. I'll take a picture so you can see yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm going to be like that Verizon guy. Can you hear me now? Hear me now. Am I back?
Yes.
Okay. Huh. All right. Why don't everybody put their Founders Club points in their messenger chat? And Christy, why don't you go ahead? Because my phone is jacked up today.
Okay. I might be moved. We're just in a mess tonight. Anybody can do this, you guys. I have to move my car because I'm in a no parking zone. Okay. I am so excited tonight to introduce to you guys our guest speaker. Now, this girl is a freaking rock star. She is a Business Builder Award winner. She has been on multiple Founders Club trips. I don't even know how many, but that's where I met her. And I think that's where I met her. That's where I got to know her. And she got engaged on a Founders Club trip. That's like a core memory, fun thing. But you guys, Heidi Brandt, she's doing the do. She is out there in the trenches. She is growing her team. She is working with people. She's always on the leaderboard. She's just amazing. And she is someone great to learn from. And I just love her to death. So Heidi, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you inspire us and just share with us what you have tonight.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. You guys talk me up so much. Come on. By the way, someone on here, I don't even know who she is. I think she said her name was Stacy. She thought I was you. She said we looked alike. I think we've gotten that a few times, haven't we?
Oh, that's such a good compliment. Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, and by the way, I was going to say the exact same thing that Christy said. That's how I was going to introduce you. So
you guys are too sweet. Yes, you talked me up too much there. But yes, I've been with the company almost 5 years now, and I have earned every single Founders Club trip since I've been with the company, or Destination X now, as I should say. It's been a ride, you guys. It's been great. It's just constantly just showing up every single day and being coachable. And that is what I've done since day one. I had no clue what I was doing. I ordered my kit, and I was doing exactly what everybody was doing, just watching. I watched a girl online that I actually graduated with for about 6 months. I was in my lowest of lows. I was going through a very nasty divorce. I was living in my bedroom for probably the last 3 months of my divorce and decided I needed to do something. I had zero energy. My kids were telling me it was time to do something. And so I finally went for it. And I ordered the X bundle back then. And I had so much energy. By day 3, my kids said, "Mom, whatever you're on, please stay on it." So at that point, I already knew I was going to upgrade. And so I went on to day 9 and lost 11 pounds, 11 inches, and just felt wonderful and just did so good. And I did upgrade. And I just knew everybody, the way I was feeling, everybody needed to be on these products. So I was going to shout them out. And that first post that I put out there is exactly what I did, is shouted them out. And that's what happened, is I blew up. And that's all you have to do is be you on social media and tell people about the products. And that's what I did. And I triple ranked. I became an extreme builder. And just, I think I got my first Founders Club in 4 months. So it's very doable. Everybody can do it. You just have to show up and be consistent. And that's exactly what I've done from day one. And one thing that I will say is what I do with my X business is I clock in and I clock out every single day. So I do have a full-time job. I work as a lead food service worker at a elementary school. So I work very, very hard there. I'm on my feet all day long. I'm there from 6:30 to 2 every single day. And then I come home and I have a quick lunch, a quick shower, and I come down here in my office and I clock in and I shut the door. That's the way I clock in. So Ron knows when he comes home, if that door is shut, I'm clocked in. No one interrupts me, nothing. So I make sure that I'm in an area where the door is shut. People know I'm clocked in. Once that door is open, then I'm clocked out and we're good to go with visiting and everything else. But I need to be clocked in and in an area where I cannot be disturbed. So that is one thing that I've always done with my business because I cannot, I don't know if you saw my post today, but I don't even turn my TV on when I come home. I just need silence when I'm working. I can't even comprehend when there's things around, even on a Zoom, when there's people walking around and stuff like that. It's just, it bothers me. So that's just, so I'm even clocked in on a Zoom. Like, it's just the way I have to do my business. So I recommend doing that if you can get in a room where you can shut a door or something and you just tell your family, I'm clocked in. Once that door is open, I'm clocked out. Then I will tell you it works and you're going to get your work done. And that is one thing that has helped me get these trips. I will tell you. And I always, from day one, I have a big whiteboard down here that I have that I'm sure all of you have. If you don't have one, get one. It is a big, big, big thing to have to go towards Founders or Destination X. You need that in front of you every day. The tracker you need in front of you every day. The minute it's a new time to run, print that out, put it in front of you, and stare at it. If you want it, you have to stare at it. It has to be in front of you, just like a goal. Everything's got to be written down. So I have that board, and then I have a little board right here in front of me that I have people that are running for Quick Start and running for manager right here in front of me. So I have it right here that I can know when I'm working on my computer. It's right on my side. So I am not too far from me, and it's always, everything's right here. So I have that, but I'm going to tell you a little something on how I've been getting, how I earned that award. Let's put it that way. How I've been grabbing partners and what's been working for me. I have a lot of stuff I want to show you guys, and it's just something that I decided I needed to do for me and my business and my team. Because sometimes when you're watching people and you're copying and pasting and it's just not working for you, you're following everybody else. It might be working for them and it's not working for you. You got to think outside the box. And so that's what I decided I was going to do. And so when Clear Protein came out, it was something I needed badly in my life because I'm not a breakfast person. I need to be up for a couple hours before I even eat. And with all of my gut issues I've had in my life, this was something I needed. And so it was going to be a huge product. I knew that was going to work for me, and something I knew everybody around town was going to need, especially because I used to be a big, big gym goer. And so I wanted to get I wanted to get Clear Protein in the gym. So what I did is, the very first thing I did is I went on Facebook and I typed in a gym that I could think of. So I typed in, I'll just give you an example. I typed in Club Pilates. Once you type in a gym on Facebook, all these other gyms are going to pull up. So you're going to have all these other options. So that's exactly what happened. Is I had all these gyms pull up on Facebook, and I typed up an email. And now you have Chat GPT that's going to help you with that. I didn't have GPT help me, but I just typed up an email and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give this a shot. I emailed that gym, and you can either email them they have it right on their Facebook, or you can Google them, whatever. I emailed them and just sent a long email explaining the clear protein and that I wanted to get that, I wanted to bring it by, have them sample it after class, and I just wanted to see what happened. I had gotten a ton of responses back. And so that was where I went, okay, this is going to work. So I, at that point, thought, okay, I'm going to go out and do this, this, and this. And so what I did is I went and got this board. So I got this, and then I got my QR code on it and just some information on it. And then I got all the other things. I'm sure you guys have seen Logan's thing. So I've ordered the cups, and then I ordered the sample cups, and I got little things like I typed this up that says why ours is different, different things. Then I just got other little graphics in there. So my first one is I went to their gym, and I was there for 4 different classes. So I was there from 2:45 until I think I left their parking lot at 8:30. So it was a very long day for me, but it was very, very worth it. I had 1 enrollment before I went there. I ended up with 16 enrollments that month. And that was the rest of them. So it works, you guys. It's a lot of your time, and it's a lot of prep, I should say. And what I did is I bring a cooler. I go buy the Sonic ice, like Logan talked about on her lives. I bring the cups, and then I go in there. I set up a big table, and I buy the yellow and blue tablecloths, set it all up. And then what I do is I put the little sample cups down. I set it all up for when they're in class. And then when they come out, I have all the samples there with lemon and blue raspberry. And then they try the ones they want. And I buy the big enough samples, the sample cups, where you can put ice in there. Because when we tried it in Mexico, it was not very tasty to me, warm. And I wanted it to be a good tasting sample for them. So I kept it cold for them. So they tried it cold, and then they told me which one they liked best. And then I gave them a cup full of ice with their favorite flavor as they walked out the door. And then I had this board there with, my QR code. And then, of course, people just said, can I just order it now? And they just ordered it as they were sipping on it. I had, a sign in there, and then I had a little thing like this. This is just a blank one, but I had a little thing like this that said, and this was before NAD it was right before I went to California. So I said, anybody that orders, I'll put your name in here, and you'll get into a drawing for our brand new product that's getting launched. And people were all about that. So just little things like that. I have done 5 gyms so far. I've had 1 gym that wants me to come back. That one, including I'm going to do a different, they're doing a Pilates day thing, but I have a lot of gyms that I still have to go. It works. And so I'm giving you guys the suggestion for you and your team to duplicate that. So if you guys do that, your teams are going to grow. And one of my quick start girls that just signed up as a partner, she is almost getting her quick start. She is one I grabbed from that show or that event. So all you have to do is then after they sign up, you follow up with them, ask them, how they're liking it. And then I just followed up with her, and she said, I love it. And she signed up. So it's all you have to do is just think outside the box. If things aren't working for you, what everyone else is doing, do your own thing. Try something else. So I'm going to do gyms first, and then I'm going to go to the bars. Bars, you can do, I think bars could do this for the summer coming up. They could do a very healthy drink. This bar menu that we had in Cancun, I think if we had something like this simple on the table, people stopping in, me and my fiance, we ride Harley. So when we're out and about, you know, I know there's a lot of people, a lot of women looking for healthy drinks in the summertime. These are simple, easy drinks, even non-alcoholic ones that they could just have a little thing on the table. So once I'm done with the gyms, I'm going to go to bars. I think, you know, there's just so many things with clear protein that we could do. Everybody needs it, not even nursing homes. I mean, my dad's drinking it. I mean, I'm sure Melissa knows this, how elderly people need this too, you guys. I mean, they probably need it more than a lot of these other people do. I mean, my dad was not getting enough protein, and I said, Dad, you need to eat. I gave him this protein. He's addicted to it. He loves it. He's getting the protein he needs now. I mean, you just have to think outside the box and who really needs this. My grandson loves the blue raspberry. He sees my cup. He knows I drink that out of there every day. He wants it. He looks at it and goes, juice, juice. He wants juice. So, and that helped him one day when he was sick. It's just thinking outside the box of who could really use it. So daycares, you know, if you know someone that owns a daycare, get into that daycare and have them sign up as a partner. You know, just have them talk to parents. There's so many different ways we could grab partners by just using one product. So that's just kind of the way that I've been doing things, is just, you know, my brain doesn't shut off at night. And so I'm laying there in bed thinking about things. And that was one thing I came up with. And here's another thing, you guys. I was sitting on the couch one day just getting invites from different places. So I got one for a grand opening for a salon, a new salon here in town. So I thought, you know what? Why wouldn't I message them and see, hey, can I set up a table there with my products? Boom. She messaged me back and she said, absolutely. It's a grand opening. Let's set you up. So I'm going there 2 weeks. They're going to set me up there for free. You know, these guys aren't even charging me. They're all about these products coming in. People are looking for health and wellness products. So it's like beauty salons, you know, all these places. So go down your list of events that you have in your Facebook. If you look through them, if there's grand openings or anything like that, salons, just message them. I can even let you know or give you the email that I typed up, and give it a try, or have Chat GPT type one up for you. It's super easy, and just all you can do is just give it a try, see if it works. And I mean, I have a whole page. This is my gym page. It's crazy. And how many people replied back and said, yes, please stop in. And so it works, you guys. So that's what I've been doing. And I've been grabbing partners off of that, and just, you know, owners of these places are wanting it. And, you know, the people in gyms want it. So that's what I've been doing. So Melissa or Christy, I don't know what else you want to hear from me. Anybody got questions?
Yeah, I have a question, Heidi.
Sure.
Would you be able to put the a picture of your board that you used with your QR code in the comments after?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yep.
And
sure
whatever those other resources, it looks really good. Because I'll tell you, I also did something in the gym. This was before the clear protein came out, so now it's even so much better. But when I did it, I worked with the gym as well and asked if we could have a day where people could come and have a free workout. And that way it brought new people into the gym. And I had a table set up so that when they were coming in to work out or before a spin class, I timed it for the spin class. I had some trim sticks already. So I said, would you like a pre-workout? And so I was giving them those before. And then as they were coming out, I had some spring as the electrolyte replacement, because athletes love that. And then I had the cardio. I had cardio before as well. I had the different ones from the athlete bundles, and they had those on display. But now those athlete bundles need to be revamped with the protein for sure. But I love the idea of going to the different gyms, because I just kind of went with the one gym, and there's so much potential there for sure.
Yeah. So we started out, my son signed up as a partner because he's a big gym rat. And so he signed up as a partner, and things went really well for him at first. And he's at like more of a bodybuilding gym. So it didn't go real great there because they're all kind of into their, you know, diet plans in there because they got to be on a certain. I did get a few out of there, but we started there. And then we kind of moved on and I went to Orange Theory and I was one of their founding members there. And so that one went really, really well. And they actually want me to come back with all the rest of our products. So that one went really, really well. And so, because they, you know, obviously I have a binder too with all of the products in it and then some of my results. And so you guys, I will say that too. Definitely post your results of yourself. That has been a big thing for me that has really helped me with my enrollments and just the products itself. If you have side by sides of yourself and, you know, just throw one out there every single day or just every other day, a different one, you know, or whatever, it definitely draws people in. And it's, if they'd like to see you, and they like to know you as a person, if they don't, you know other people that you're just posting out there, once you post yourself out there, you're going to draw a lot of people in. So that has been a huge thing for me. So I make sure I always put one out there at least every other day. And then Tammy, I was going to tell you, you guys, I have these as well. So they're little, they have these little stickers have my QR code on them and then my $10 off code. So you could either stick these on the cups as they leave or, you know, just have them there. So if they could scan and then just have their code there too. So I have those as well. And I just made this board, you guys, right online. It was like a 10-minute thing I made right on, not CVS, but what's the other, or maybe it is CVS. Yeah, I can't remember, but it's like a CVS or something like that. I did it right online. I did it right online and they emailed or texted me back and said it was done in 20 minutes. So it's super slick. Just download it to your computer and do it that way. But I'll definitely pop that in here. And what I did is it had obviously our subscribe and save amount on here. So I covered it up with just a sticky and it actually matches pretty well. So, but I'll drop that in there. And then I have this other one that just says, you know, what it is and all that stuff. But these have really been helpful with the QR code and stuff like that. But definitely check out the gyms, you guys. Pop one in or just type one in Facebook. And once you pop one in there, it drops all kinds of, you're going to be scrolling and there's going to be another gym and scrolling and there'll be another gym. And it's crazy. Like I don't know. My mind doesn't shut off and I'm so glad it doesn't sometimes, but that's what happened to me. I was laying in bed one night and this is what popped up and it's worked. So that's what I've been doing. And I just keep thinking, who else can use this clear protein? Because everybody can. So, and it's been, I don't know if you've seen my post today, but just from me lifting and throwing big pans around at work, and drinking this stuff twice a day, I'm getting more toned every single day. So I just posted my most recent pictures today and it's crazy. And I'm never hungry. I don't know. It works. So that's what I've been doing, guys. I don't know. Anybody else have any questions?
Anybody? Sorry, I had to run back to my car.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm at a soccer game and it's really loud out there. So I was like, oh my gosh, she's calling my name. I got to get back there. That was great. Heidi, did you say you drink? Seeing your pictures and I'm like, dang, how many clear protein drinks are you drinking a day?
So I do a scoop of each in the morning. Okay. And then I usually throw a little bit of collagen in there. I don't do a full scoop. I used to do a full scoop, but I was starting to get like, I could tell I was having too much protein. So I do a half a scoop of collagen, not every day. So mainly I do the 40 grams of protein in the morning. And then I'll do about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll do another 40 grams. So okay, about 80 grams of that clear protein a day. So I do 2 of them. Okay.
That's awesome. And I cannot, every time I drink it, I'm like, I can't even believe this was 20 grams of protein or
Right.
40 grams of protein. You know what I mean? It's just, it's
yeah.
so, so what a great product to advertise with and all of that. And then just kind of play off of it. Like she said, now the gym, you know, the one wants her to come back with more of the products. So that's a great idea, Heidi. And thanks for sharing that. And if you'll put all of your stuff just in that in our page, I'll make sure it gets, I don't know if it's still set where we have to accept it or not, but I'll make sure it gets in there for everybody as well. But this is also a good idea that you guys can use with our other products. Like if there's something else, you know, a mom's group, maybe they need energy, you know, we all know they're stressed out. Maybe we should talk about the products that help with that. And so it's a great idea. But like she said, if something's not working for you, don't just keep copying everybody. Get out of your own head, get out of your own way, you know, step out of the box and try something new, because what if your network needs something that nobody else is doing? Right. And so for her to just come up with the gym thing and then start hitting that is phenomenal and a very, very good way to market. So I know there's also a lot of, you know, summer things coming up, summer craft shows or, you know, spring or whatever. There's a lot of stuff happening. And so this is a great time to get in front of people. And I know a lot of people are scared of doing things like that, of setting up a table and talking about their products and that kind of a thing. But don't be afraid. Just get out of your head, get out of your way, and just try something new. You're going to meet people regardless. And if you're afraid to do a table, I'll put a challenge out there for you. If you're afraid to do what Heidi does and put yourself out there in front of people and talk to people, then go to these different shows. I love to just go, you know, we always have big ones here in Utah, Sportsman's Expo, you know, boat show, all the things, right? I love to go to those things, and I like to go meet the vendors because they're trying to do the same thing I'm trying to do. That, yeah, they're not all network marketers, but guess what? They are people collecting, and that's exactly what I'm doing as well. So if I can make a connection with people, you got to get good at building those relationships and making friends. I tell everyone, they're like, what do you do for a living? I'm a friend collector. I collect friends everywhere I go. You know what I mean? And if they get interested, great. If they don't, that's fine too. But I love people. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there, because if you're preaching to the same 20 people, waiting for them to join, following up with them over and over and over and over again, you're beating at an empty door. I'm serious. They'll come when they're ready. I'm not saying don't follow up with them, but I'm saying reach new people, fill that funnel. Did you have something to say, Heidi?
Yeah, another thing I wanted to say is, you guys, I found out doing these gym things is there was a lot of other customers of mine that were at these gyms that were ordering from me already, and that had ordered, you know, one flavor of the clear protein and was so excited that I was there so they could try the other flavor of protein. So they ordered that right there. So that's another thing is, if you find out that you, and I actually got to meet these people in person. And that's what I just love that when they come up to me and recognize me. You know, I hate it that I don't recognize them, because, you know, you're messaging back and forth and everybody looks different, but that's where you actually get to meet a lot of your customers in person too, because they know where you're going to be. Like, one of these gyms is actually putting on an event for me. Like, they've made the graphic and they've got it out there for me. And so it's so cool that there's a lot of my customers that know I'm going to be there that are going to come, you know, and that haven't tried the clear protein and stuff like that. So it's really neat. So I just like to get out in the community and meet people. And I am shy, but I'm not. I mean, you guys know me, I'm not shy, but once I get out there and talk to people, it's just great. I mean, and that's where you're going to grab more customers and more partners. And and yesterday I had a customer of mine. She said, hey, I'd like to try a sample of your clear protein. And I said, sure. I said, what time are you going to be at work? I grabbed my little X cooler, put some ice in there. I grabbed both my flavors, mixed them up here at home. And then I grabbed the ice when I got there and put it in there, walked in there, and she was in a meeting. And the girl at the front desk, she goes, what do you got there? I told her it was clear protein. She goes, can I have your card? So it was just I'm bringing it to a friend, and she wanted to know what it was, and I told her what it was, and she ordered this afternoon. So that's another thing. We can do office, you bring it to office. You can do an office sip and see, have one customer get the office together and you bring in a product. There's so many ways of doing sip and sees or just getting a product out there. It's so easy. I walked in there with a blue and yellow cup and she wanted to know what it was. So it's super easy. Just got to get out there and show your face.
Yep. I love that. It's been fun to watch because I remember when you first got started and now to see where you are and you were nervous to talk in front of people and all the things, and now it just flows. So you come a long way. So I'm really proud of you for that. Does anyone else have any questions for Heidi tonight? That was a lot of great information. All right, we will go ahead and close it up then. I thank all of you guys for getting on here. And I hope when we close this, will it just stop recording? Does anyone know? Since she's not even here. Like
you have to hit stop recording and then it'll save to your wherever you're saving them at.
Okay, well, left, so maybe it won't be. I don't know.
Are you an admin? If she puts you a host, you should be able to hit stop record.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we are just gonna close it out here. Thanks for being on. It's got good information, took some good notes. Forget to never stop believing in yourself. I think a lot of people when they get in a lump, they start to get in their head and they start to lose that belief. You guys, we have something really, really special with this company and all the stuff that's coming out, all the stuff that's changing. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be overwhelmed by it. Okay. Embrace it and just one day at a time, work on one thing at a time. And I promise you, the direction the company is taking us will blow your mind. Okay. It is going to be amazing. It's going to get better. So love you guys. Thanks for jumping on. I hope y'all have a good night. Thanks again, Heidi.
Thank you. Thank you.